Welcome to the next installment of the 2019 St. Joseph Hammonton High School football highlight films. Today's installment features the game between the St. Joseph Wildcats and the Vineland Fighting Clan, played on October 12, 2019. The Wildcats were 4-1 at this point, coming off a dramatic win over Haddonfield the prior week. Vineland was 1-3 going into this game, but their record wasn't really indicative of the strength of their team because they had lost to some powerhouse teams like Lenape and Williamstown. This was Vineland's homecoming game and being played in their home stadium, so they weren't going to roll over and die for St. Joe's. With that being said, on to the game. Vineland kicking off in red, St. Joe's in white, returning, and that's Cole Mercado with the return. The first drive for St. Joe's Wildcats was characterized by a couple nice runs by Jada Byers, but otherwise they were having a lot of trouble getting off the start. Coming into this play, it was fourth down with 10 to go. Jaden Chertel with the pass to Tyrell Russell. Complete, but unable to get the first down even with the forward progress. Vineland takes over on downs. First play, a run play. Stopped by Byers and Ahmad Ross. Next play, a run up the middle, where the line was able to stop them with no gain. On this next play, the defense makes a huge stand as the ball's blocked by P.J. Williams and intercepted by Tyler Page. Check out the replay. Awesome defensive play by Tyler Page. After the Tyler Page interception, St. Joe's with the ball. Jada Byers runs it up through the middle and is able to get a nice gain down to the 9-yard line. Wildcats continue to try and push the run with Jada Byers. Going to the outside, is able to gain some yards that way. This play is fourth down. St. Joe's at the 5. Jada Byers gets the call and makes the run, but does not get the first down or the goal. Fourth down. Vineland takes over from there too. Vineland tries to run it up the gut from their own end zone, and they get nowhere. St. Joe's line holds firm and doesn't let anyone through. On this next play, Vineland essentially runs the same play and gets the same result. Was able to just barely keep it from being a safety. Run play to the near side. Tyrell Russell able to try and knock the ball loose, with Jaden Chertel almost picking it up, but the Vineland player able to recover. So fourth down, Vineland punting. And short return by Cole Mercado. Wildcats ball. St. Joe starts the next drive on the Vineland 30. Ahmad Ross with a run makes it to about the 26-yard line. Jada Byers with a short run makes it up to the 26. Last play of the first quarter, Jaden Chertel to Tyrell Russell brings it down to around the 20, and that's the end of the first quarter. First quarter score, St. Joe's and Vineland tied up 0-0. Second quarter begins, St. Joe's with the ball in the Vineland side of the field. St. Joe's keeps chipping away at the Vineland defense with completed passes and short runs to keep moving it up towards the zone. St. Joe's is unable to get it in the end zone, so they look to Trevin Delgazzo, freshman kicker, who makes the 26-yard field 0 in the second quarter. St. Joe's kicking off after the field goal. Ball goes out of bounds at the 37, ends up at the 47 for Vineland. Defense brings it hard on this play. As you see, there's 4 players: Chase Lomax, Tyler Page, PJ Williams, and Ethan Hunt come in and just demolish that runner. On 4th and 2 at the goal, Vineland elects to kick the field goal, which is good. So the score's tied 3-3 in the second quarter. Vineland kicking off. Big kick by the Vineland kicker. St. Joe's is going to end up deep in their own territory. St. Joe's beginning their drive after the Vineland field goal. They hit a speed bump on the first play as the pass to Keyshawn Griffin gets intercepted and Vineland takes over. Vineland elects to run on this next play. It is stopped by Keyshawn Griffin and Tyler Page. Vineland attempts another rush play, also stopped by Keyshawn Griffin. Vineland mixing it up, attempts the pass. Great pass rush by Chase Lomax. Pass is incomplete, resulting in a 4th down and punt by Vineland. That will take us to halftime. Halftime score tied 3-3, Wildcats versus the Vineland Fighting Clan. Second half starting off with the Wildcats kicking off to Vineland, and Jada Byers, then Ahmad Ross coming in on special teams to stop the run. No gain on that play. The next series for Vineland, the defense really stepped up their play. The defensive stop by Ahmad Ross and Ethan Hunt. Stopping the run play, Keyshawn Griffin, PJ, Pooh, Tyler Page, all of them combining for the stop. And a run play to the outside with a defensive stop by Keyshawn Griffin, Ethan Hunt, and PJ Williams. That brings up 4th down for Vineland. They're set to punt. Kick is up. Ball goes out around the 30. There's a St. Joe's penalty, so the ball starts on the St. Joe's 20. St. Joe's run play, handoff to Byers. Byers breaks to the outside, and he looks like he is going all the way up the sideline. There's no stopping him to the 40, the 50, now down to the 40, the 30, the 20, the 10. Jada Byers touchdown. Scores 9-3. Trevin Delgazzo with the extra point. Score is 10-3 St. Joe's in the third quarter. St. Joe's set to kick off. Vineland fields it, and Ahmad Ross comes in with another great special team stop. Vineland begins around their 26-yard line. Pass play, intercepted by Jada Byers. Takes it down, breaks a couple tackles, makes it down to about the Vineland 18. St. Joe's has it deep in Vineland's territory. Run plays, trying to beat it into the end zone. Another run play. Still having some difficulty getting it in the end zone. They keep pushing and pushing. Third down play. Another run to the outside. Still not able to gain the end zone. Fourth down attempt. If they don't make it in the end zone, it will revert to Vineland, and Jada Byers is stopped with no gain on the play. So ball reverts to Vineland. First and 10 at the Vineland 7, and the snap goes between the quarterbacks, resulting in a safety for Vineland. Score's now 12-3, St. Joe's in the third quarter. Vineland kicking off after the safety to St. Joe's. Returned by Tyrell Russell. Goes up to about the 45 of Vineland. St. Joe's on first down. Run play. Byers to the outside. Short gain. This series, St. Joe's had some difficulty moving the ball against the Vineland defense. St. Joe's continues to try and chip away at the defense with some short run plays. There's Jaden Shertell trying to run it up the middle. Third down play. Shertell in the shotgun. Pass play to the outside to Cole Mercado. Makes a gain, but is now fourth down. Fourth down play. Another pass with reception by Cole Mercado. Not enough for the first down. Vineland takes over on downs. Vineland first down. Run stopped by Pooh Thomas behind the line of scrimmage. Another strong stop by the defense, and that's the last play of the third quarter. Scores 12-3 with St. Joe's on top, going into the fourth. Vineland starts the fourth quarter on their own 43, and Keyshawn Griffin with the strip. Ball is loose and recovered by Ethan Hunt. St. Joe's ball. St. Joe's first and 10 on the Vineland 26. Shertell with a short pass to Jada Byers. Breaks free of the tacklers and is in the end zone for a touchdown. Scores 19-3 after the touchdown by Jada Byers and the extra point by Trevin Delgazzo. St. Joe's kickoff after the touchdown. Vineland's able to bring it up to about their own 40. Run play with a defensive stop, Keyshawn Griffin. Vineland pass play, attempted but sacked by Kevin Mayfield and Pooh Thomas. On 10-yard line. Vineland forced a punt. Jada Byers gets it and returning the play. Makes a nice move and gets taken down. There is a St. Joe's penalty on the play, so it'll go back to the Vineland 42-yard line. Keyshawn Griffin with the reception. St. Joe's end up giving the ball up on downs, so Vineland takes it back And there's a huge run stop play by the defense. Time is starting to wind down in the fourth quarter. Vineland's starting to get a little desperate, opening up the field a little bit, makes a pass play, and it is complete. Vineland taking it down to St. Joe's side of the field. Vineland deep in St. Joe's territory, trying to get some scores on the board, and not on this play. A great run stop by the defense. The line just collapsing on the runner. And that's a sack by Kevin Mayfield. Vineland gets pushed back after a couple penalties, but they keep chipping away. And Vineland with the pass to the end zone, touchdown, and the 2-point conversion was good. So with the score now 19-11, with just seconds on the clock, Vineland kicks off with what is essentially the final play of the game. St. Joe's Wildcats beats the Vineland Fighting Clan 19-11. St. Joe's record improves to 5-1. It was a standout game for the defense, only allowing 3 points up until the final seconds of the game. Another great game for Jada Byers with 2 touchdowns and 173 yards rushing. Next game on to West Deptford for part 2 of their revenge tour. Please join us for that, coming up soon. It's been Half Pint Video Production. Please make sure you subscribe to this channel so you get the latest in St. Joseph highlight films. And thanks for watching.